Luke, on the other hand, you
Yes, there's plenty of work for him.
Get Shabbat. Why can't I say his name? Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, to play Luke.
I'm for it.
Have it like a year or two after Revenge of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi, or maybe like 5 years after Return of the Jedi, where he's like just starting the well, he has the academy. He has maybe 50 students, and bring Kyle Katarn in. I'm never gonna let that down.
Yeah, we could use that.
He's
I'd
the
very much
battle
like to see that.
master. He's a Jedi Han Solo. You
That's
can't
annoying.
beat that.
How dare you?
That would have been amazing if they brought him into this newer trilogy.
It makes sense, but how dare you?
uh, so okay, that brings up another reason why this trilogy fails. There was too much creative freedom given to the directors.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just didn't use Marvel as their example. Here's something that works. Yes, they're doing their own thing, but they are pulling from the source more heavily than Star Wars did.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed this, but did you remember when they mentioned spice?
Yes. Oh yeah.
That is, I believe that's technically the first time they mentioned spice in the movie series.
Yes.
Happiness.
And I'm always speculating that that was a joke because Oscar Isaac is going to be playing Duke Leto in the new Dune movie coming out. Hopefully, we'll be able to see it in November.
Oh my God, yes.
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 I really hope that's like a wink and a nod, haha, in the movie. He's like, yeah, he's going to play Duke Leto.
Now, of course, from your point of view, you're looking at things from an out of character point
I'm
of
looking
view.
at a meta
Right.
joke.
Now, in my case, I'm looking at a more in character kind of thing. Like, that's a nod not only to the legends and the books and the comics and whatnot, but it's making our protagonist less perfect.
Right.
Which I love. This guy's got a dark past.
But that's about as much fleshing out as he gets. That and his temper tantrum that he threw in Last Jedi.
Temper tantrum.
Tell me what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to commit mutiny now. He threw a temper tantrum.
Yes, he did.
No,
that was a proper temper tantrum.
aside from, it's mostly off screen. Ben to Kylo to Ben. You don't really get anyone. No one really gets an arc in this series.
Sorry, they lost me.
Character arc.
Character arc, as in the growth?
Right.
As in visiting their feelings?
Ben Solo is like the only one that gets a real character arc.
Well,
Rey's always getting tossed up all over the place, and she actually more or less ends up where she left off.
Yeah, but now she has more control over her abilities.
Different planet, but still sand planet.
Oh, in that case, yes. Where they go, sure. But
She's,
who they are, no.
and again, she's alone, as far as we know.
But she's okay with that this time.
Right.
Now she's not looking for anybody. Now she knows who she
Finn
is.
really didn't go anywhere.
Okay,
That's a story
I want more info.
Yes, that's a story that we've never seen on screen with Star Wars. Technically, you've seen it with Solo, because Han was in the academy. He became an infantry soldier, and then he broke free and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But one that not simply because he used his own thoughts, but someone with a moral dilemma. We've never seen that in Star Wars. A stormtrooper with a moral dilemma. We've seen him defect, but that's about it.
Yeah. Episode 9, we see another woman defect.
Yes.
Stormtrooper. Well, now it's being more explained. You were all still stolen as children. I understand that it was explained off screen.
Yeah.
About the first one, but the third one, it's more in your face. We were stolen as children.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could use a little more origin story for that.
So the whole Canto Bite scene in Last Jedi, I would much rather.
Nice.
No, fuck that scene.
I think it was nice. Come on, man. BB-8 is a casino machine. That was hilarious.
It has funny moments, but it's just side quests in video games.
Yes,
That's a useless side quest.
No, it was a useful side quest to get the programmer, but they failed the side quest.
I can give you a much better version of that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so as much as I like Benicio del Toro, you don't need him in this movie.
Not one bit.
You make Rose the person because he's already a tech person, and you just have Finn who knows all this, the Imperial, well, okay, First Order stuff, get through all the defenses and stuff. Between the
Right.
two of them, you don't need Cantabite, and you could have explored his back. You could have explored his arc. His arc is he leaves the First Order. That's
No,
it.
his arc is he is a janitor that somehow. Explain that to me.
Yeah, he's a
I
janitor.
the lore master here, don't know shit about this. Sorry. He's a janitor. He says he's a janitor throughout the whole series, and yet somehow gets on a patrol boat to help Kylo Ren. I mean, those people that Kylo bring are like the highest ranking people he could possibly have. He wouldn't have a janitor coming with him. Go.
So the janitor bit is more a running gag than an actual thing.
I know!
So I mean, yeah, they don't explore him at all. It's an interesting concept, but that's all they do. Here's an interesting concept.
Hell, tell me more about the what was her name? Rose?
Rose.
Tell me more about Rose. I'll accept more Rose. I'll accept more Finn. Hell, I'll accept an origin story on Poe. Which we're gonna get an origin story on someone else entirely. The Mexican dude from Rogue One.
Oh yeah. Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor. Now I wouldn't mind that because he shot somebody
Right.
in the back.
Right.
Like, dude, that's
That it would be interesting because okay, so you see the damaged character. It would be interesting to see him become that way.
yes. More so, this is pulling straight from Legends. The rebels were not perfect.
Right.
They were not people of justice. They were doing some really difficult choices
Mm-hmm.
in order to keep themselves surviving and at the same time balance out the survival of the rest of the galaxy and their community.
Yeah, you can definitely tell in that like what 30-second scene with the guy who has a broken arm. When he shot him in the back, he was not happy. He was like, "I'm tired of doing this."
Right. That broken arm,
Yeah.
the whole I get where he's coming from. He's going to slow him down.
Yeah. No. I mean, when he shoots him in the back, he has this expression on his face like, "I'm so tired of doing these horrible things."
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see like a progression from like maybe when he was like 12 to like that point.
It would be another solo movie.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.